Today I will introduce you to the 10 best value for money tablets in Aliexpress. Tablets with a good screen and an excellent hardware at quite comfortable prices. The purchase links are in the video description. With that said, let's start with the video. Number 1. Lenovo Pad 2024, a tablet for only $120. Don't let the price fool you though, it's actually very good. For starters, its IPS screen measures 11 inches, has a full HD plus resolution and refreshes at 90 Hz. Put simply, it is very sharp and will feel smoother than any other tablet of this price. In addition, it has a brightness of 400 nits, which is not enough to take it outdoors, but is enough for any indoor space. The performance is also very good. Its processor is the Snapdragon 685, a microchip that is not the latest of the latest, but that will allow you to edit large files and play most video games, as long as you don't go crazy with the graphics. This processor is accompanied with up to 8 GB of RAM and 128 GB of UFS 2.2 storage. About the battery, it guarantees us 7 hours of continuous use and recharges via USB-C in just 2 hours. It's not its strong point, but it's not bad either. It also comes with Android 13 and its design is very good as it is made of metal, is light, and has 4 stereo speakers. If you are on a budget but need a tablet to watch movies, videos, and play games occasionally, then this is one of your best options. Purchase link in the video description. It is from a gold store and also has free shipping. Number 2. Lenovo Pad Pro 2022. This is not the first time I've told you about this tablet, but is still an incredible choice, especially because when it was presented, it costed $300, and today it costs only $200. To begin with, we have an OLED screen, so it will show more vivid and beautiful colors than the competition. It also has a 2K resolution, refreshes at 120 Hz, and measures 11.2 inches. In other words, it is large, clear, and extremely fluid. If that wasn't enough, it also reaches a brightness of 600 nits, which is just enough to use outdoors. The performance is also up to par. Its processor is the Compania 1300T, a little known but really powerful processor. It is accompanied by 6 to 8 GB of RAM and between 128 to 256 GB of storage. Thanks to this hardware, you'll not only be able to watch series and movies, but also edit videos and play demanding video games. The battery isn't bad either, as it recharges in 2 hours and guarantees between 10 to 11 hours of battery life. As for the design, it is built in aluminum, has 4 stereo speakers, and comes with Android 13. If you want a really good tablet but don't need monstrous hardware, then this is the tablet you need. Purchase link in the description down below. It already has more than 200 reviews and is from the official Lenovo store. Number 3. N1 NPad S 2023. It costs only $72 and I didn't expect much from it. However, looks are deceiving and this tablet is proof of that. Its screen measures 10.1 inches, is an IPS panel, and has HD resolution. It is not a super screen, but it is sharp enough to enjoy a good TV show. Sadly, there is almost no information regarding the brightness, but it's probably only good for indoors. The performance isn't bad either. I was expecting a random Chinese processor, and so it was. We have the Compania 500. However, as far as unknown processors go, this is the best on the market. Thanks to this chip, you'll be able to work and even play light video games. Oh, and it comes with 4 GB of RAM and 64 GB of storage. This hardware is powered by a battery that gives us 7 hours of autonomy, which is definitely not bad. As for the design, it has 2 stereo speakers, is made of aluminum, and recharges via USB-C. If you need a super affordable tablet to watch series, videos, and movies, then the N1 NPad S is just for you. Purchase link in the description. Stay until the end of this video as I'll introduce you to the best value for money tablet on Aliexpress. The best thing is that it costs only $100. Number 4. Blackview Tab 11, a $129 tablet. It is a little more expensive than the previous one, but I assure you it is worth it. Its screen also measures 10 inches and is also IPS type, but its resolution is higher than the classic Full HD. And believe me, you will notice that when you watch your favorite movie. On the other hand, the brightness reaches 360 nits, which is not very high, but is pretty good for such a cheap tablet. In terms of performance, we have the same processor, the Compania 500, so the power is quite similar. Nevertheless, this tablet comes with 8 GB of RAM and 256 GB of internal storage. Thanks to that, you'll be able to play slightly heavier video games and work with heavy files. The battery perfectly complements this hardware, as it guarantees 8 hours of continuous use and recharges in just 2.5 hours. The design is also good. It is made of aluminum, has 2 stereo speakers, and comes with Android 13. Purchase link with free shipping in the video description. It is from a premium store, has already sold 800 of these tablets, and has free shipping. Number 5. Xiaomi Pad 6. One of the best tablets on this entire list. It costs $299, and I assure you it's worth it. Its performance is very good, as it comes with 6 to 8 gigabytes of RAM and between 128 to 256 gigabytes of storage. The cherry on top is the processor though. We have the Snapdragon 870, a very powerful processor that will allow you to work with heavy files and play most video games fluidly. Speaking of fluidity, the screen refreshes at 144 Hz. It measures 11 inches and its resolution sits between 2K and 4K, so it is not only large but also sharp. Additionally, it is protected with Gorilla Glass 3 and has a brightness level of 550 nits, which is enough to use outdoors from time to time. The only problem is that it is IPS type. However, it is one of the best IPS screens on the entire market. As for the design, it is made of aluminum, it doesn't weigh much, and has 4 stereo speakers. Additionally, it comes with Android 13, its battery has 12 hours of battery life, and it recharges in just 1.5 hours. If you want a powerful and high-quality tablet, this is your best option. Purchase link in the video description. Number 6. Doji T30 Pro. This one costs $170, and for the price we have a very good screen. It measures 11 inches, is IPS type, and has 2K resolution, so it's quite sharp. In addition, we have a brightness of 350 nits, so it is not good for the outdoors. However, that is understandable. Remember, it costs just $170. What surprised me the most is the performance. It comes with 8 gigabytes of RAM and 256 gigabytes of storage. The icing on the cake is the processor, which is the Helio G99, an old acquaintance, but still quite powerful for 2024. You know, good enough to make video calls and play medium to high demanding video games. Regarding the design, we have 4 stereo speakers, it comes with Android 13 and is made of metal. The battery isn't bad either, as it recharges in only 2 hours and gives us 9 hours of autonomy. Definitely a perfect tablet for playing, working, and above all, consuming media. Purchase link in the video description. Number 7. Redmi Pad SE, an excellent tablet for $152. For starters, it is between 128 to 256 gigabytes of storage and between 4 to 8 gigabytes of RAM. The cherry on top though is its processor, the Snapdragon 680. This chip is not only more powerful than the rest of the processors in this price range, but being from a big brand, it brings us other types of advantages, such as a better performance in popular games and apps, since those programs are better optimized for Snapdragon processors. Not only that, but it will also make better use of the battery. Speaking of the battery, it guarantees us 12 hours of continuous use and recharges in just 2.5 hours. The screen doesn't disappoint either. It is an 11-inch IPS panel with full HD plus resolution. On the other hand, we have 400 nits of brightness, which is quite a high digit for a tablet of this price. What I like the most though is that it refreshes at 90 Hz. I also quite like the design since it is made of aluminum, has 4 stereo speakers, and comes with Android 13. If you are looking for a budget all-round tablet, then this is your best option. Purchase link in the video description. Number 8. Lenovo Legion Y700. This one costs $328. I know it seems expensive, but there are several reasons to buy it. One of those reasons is the performance. For starters, it comes with 12 to 16 gigabytes of RAM and between 256 to 512 gigabytes of storage. However, the most important component is its processor, the Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1. This tablet may be 3 times more expensive than the cheapest ones, but its processor is 5 or 6 times more powerful than those. Beyond the numbers, this will allow you to do anything with this tablet. That goes from playing heavy video games to editing videos on the way to work. The screen is good too. It measures 8.8 inches, has a 2K resolution, and refreshes at 144 Hz. In other words, it is very fluid and also very sharp. The bad thing is that it is an IPS panel, but the good thing is that it is a very good IPS panel. Proof of this is that it reaches a brightness of 500 nits, which is really good for a tablet. An amazing performance and a big screen require a good battery, and this tablet complies with that. Its battery gives us 8 hours of autonomy if we use the screen at 60 Hz, or 6 hours if we use it at 144 Hz. That's good, but recharging it in just 50 minutes is even better. The design is also on point. It is not very heavy, is made of aluminum, comes with Android 13 and has 2 stereo speakers. The purchase link is in the video description. It's from the official Lenovo store, has free shipping and over 1,000 reviews. Number 9. Lenovo Pad Pro 2023. When I saw this one, I assumed it costed over $300, but I was wrong. It actually costs only $230. Part of this confusion was due to its performance, since its processor is the Snapdragon 870. It is a few years old, but is still a much more powerful processor than the average. For instance, you won't be able to play COD Mobile at very high graphics, but you'll be able to play it fluidly at medium graphics. Not only because of the processor, but also because it comes with 8 GB of RAM and between 128 to 256 GB of internal storage. Like any good tablet, we have a large battery, which in this case promises 14 hours of continuous use. Yes, it takes 3 hours to recharge, but I think it's worth it. About the screen, it refreshes at 144 Hz. It measures 12.7 inches and has a resolution between 2K and 4K, so it's really sharp and big. Likewise, it has a brightness of 600 nits, which is enough to be used outdoors. And yes, it is an IPS panel, but is one of the best IPS panels on the market. The design is good too. It has 4 stereo speakers, is made of metal, and is lightweight. Additionally, it comes with Android 13. If you want the best of the best for a fair price, then this Lenovo is all yours. Purchase link with free shipping in the video description. Number 10. Teclas T40s. Yes, it is the best tablet on Aliexpress, and yes, it costs only $100. For the price, I wasn't expecting much, but it really surprised me. To begin with, its screen measures 10.4 inches and is IPS type, so it is large and is of good quality. However, the best thing is that we have a full HD resolution. That is a massive win, because for this price, it is usual to buy tablets with half the resolution, and believe me, you will notice that. In addition, it has a brightness of 300 nits, which is enough for any indoor environment. In terms of performance, its processor is the well-known Compagno 500, a modest chip with enough power to watch series, work with light files, and play occasionally. Plus, it comes with 8 GB of RAM and 128 GB of storage. And remember, it's only $100. The battery is nothing to brag about, but it's okay. It promises us 6 hours of battery life and recharges via USB-C in just 1.5 hours. The design also surprised me, and for the better. It is made of metal, has 4 stereo speakers, and comes with Android 12, which would be the only disadvantage. If you have a budget of just $100 and need a tablet to enjoy your favorite TV shows and movies, well, this tablet is just for you. Purchase link with free shipping of just 14 days in the video description.